Well, she's a cold day out. Snowing a little bit. There's that rear end I pulled out yesterday. Get out here and put the heat on. Get it warmed up. I can come out and work later. Too cold to be out here right now, that's for sure. Yeah. Will the furnace start? Oh yeah, fire in the hole. So, went to my buddy Jeremy's yesterday, and he gave me a set of springs. Well, I don't think he gave me a set, he got me a set. So, spring pack's a little deeper, so I'm going to take a couple leaves out, make it about the same as the other one, and slightly shorter. So, it's going to fit a lot better in there. It's going to make where I got to put the cross member better. Everything's going to be better. And then these, they're actually, I think they're front springs out of Toyota, but they got this cool little thing, this wrap on there. So, if you happen to break a main leaf, the rear end doesn't fall out. It's kind of neat. Don't usually have that in a car, but should work. So, yeah, once it's warm in here, I'll do them springs, and then they didn't have any bushings, but I have the right size tubing to turn them from Toyota springs to fit standard 1/2-inch bolts. So make everything easy. To make bushings, push them in, take the spring packs apart, bolt them back together, turn the pins upside down because the rear end sits on the top, not on the bottom. And yeah, then I can finally figure out how I'm going to build the cross member in the frame. Who knows? I might even cut the trunk floor out today. I have to cut out this wheel well thing for the spare tires. Got to be gone. That has to be gone, and then I'm going to cut right up here on both sides on the fender and leave this part. These tires aren't super huge around. I don't need to put full tubs. I just need, it's like mini tubs. I just got to move them in. So I'll cut this section out, build all the frame, cut the middle of this out, and weld that back together. So this piece and this piece will still be there, and then I'll have to build some floor in here. And then gonna strip up both sides to fill the gap. It should look pretty good when I'm done, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like this, but we'll see how she goes. Big job. Alright, so I took the spring packs apart and I put them back together. Took 2 leaves out. So now it's the same thickness as the springs that were in the car before. So hopefully it should be pretty close to that. But these Toyota ones don't have steel bushings inside. So I don't want to run a bolt that big. I want to run 1/2-inch bolts, just like it had before. So I made these little bushings. It's 3/4 OD, 1/2-inch ID tube that I had. And then it was a pain sucking them in with the C-clamp, and the little end broke off. The C-clamp, it's the crappy C-clamp. So what I did is I welded a lug nut on the end. Now it's super easy. I don't know if I can hold this and it'll fall off. I'll try. Shove it right in. Kind of hard with not enough hands here, but you get the idea. I guess I'm going to have to do it with both hands, but yeah, it sucks it right in like nothing. Pretty easy. Alright, well, I'm under the car, and what I did is I cut this on the X member down here. I cut this piece out of both sides so I can get in there and I can weld all that. I'm going to end up plating all of this in and closing it in tight where the exhaust used to come through. And then when I figure out where the spring hangers are going, which that shouldn't be a big deal, then I will figure out where the new exhaust holes are going to go. But I actually have to build this cross member in place because there's no way to slide it in one piece. unless I notched all of this out, and I'm not doing that because I don't want to cut the frame at all until I get this all in, and then I'll build the new uprights that come up and back that are in, and then I'll cut that off, so nothing's gonna move. Well, this is gonna be fun. So now what I gotta do, I've got it in the right place, that 1.5 inches off of here will be the center of the spring eye bolts, and that'll put the rear end in the right place. So that's all figured out. So I can pretty much tack this all in, and then I will build the piece that goes up here with the over the top for the drive shaft clearance, and then it's going to have a little bit of a loop here, so that'll be the lowest part of the whole car is right there, but it's not going to be that low. It'll be just a hair lower than it used to be, but it has to be that way. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, well, the first part of the cross member is in. Look at that beauty. Yeah, turned out good. So she's nice and square and dead on for wheelbase. So yeah, this thing's just temporary, just to hold everything nice. Then I'll build the stuff on top. But next is the spring hangers, because I need to know where they go. And then I'll do the exhaust cutouts, and then I'll build the top part of that and glue it all together with the drive shaft hoop in there. Look at that, nice.